Hi everyone. This is me being a lady, and this is me being unpredictable. I came on live because I didn't feel like editing. And if anybody's here, please join. If nobody can join, then please rewatch. Um, Welcome to Tarot Map. If you're new here, I'm Kasia, and I'm going to do a tag called 12 Dex Tag. And this is a VR to Feeding My Soul 1212 to Angel. She has created this tag, 12 Dex tag, and it has a couple of prompts. So I'm going to tackle this tag, and I hope it's going to be fun. I did miss YouTube a little bit. I was quite busy with where's the full heading in 2026 readings. Also, these readings are available till January, end of January, and they are great readings for shifting of the Gregorian years. So if you have had this reading before and you forgot about it, it's on again, and you can get it on my website. And there's two versions, with astrological cycles and without. So you can get either the full Monty or like a shorter version. But a lot of you have already gotten it. Thank you so much for doing that. And I will be traveling, so my working hours will be a little bit limited. But still, I'm going to be delivering the readings, so go ahead and book them. But without further ado, I'm going to do the tag, the 12 decks tag, and share some funky decks with you. I also wanted to share some of my gifts from my birthday. I just had my birthday party. My birthday is on 29th of November, but I had caught up with some of my girlfriends a couple of days ago, and I had a lovely catch up. All my soul really needed, like some feminine energy, lots of exchanges, lots of laughter, lots of fun. And yeah, it was like really, really cool. So maybe before I head over into the tag, I share with you what I got. Maybe I could probably deliver this. I could probably deliver these decks in my new gloves. So I got this funky, fancy red poppy gloves. So I hope I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. They're kind of cute and funky. So this was from a friend of mine. I received a lot of funky books. I received some facial and body oil, some beautiful journals, etc. Some cool candles with like natural and from small businesses. I've got this beautiful Mary, which is like so cool. So she is like the high priestess Mary, with a little candle. I don't know if you can see, and her like third eye on the back. My friend makes those, so she has gifted me one of those. It's pretty cool. And I got one of the really, really, really cool tarot decks. And if I was to add this new addition, this new arrival, this new tarot deck, the Infinite Door Tarot, which is like incredible. Love this deck. Obviously, I've had it only for a couple of days, so don't go for me. I haven't played with it too much yet, but I love everything about it. It's so surrealist. It's so cool. The production is it's so well done. It's really, really cool deck. So this one would go into the category from the 12 deck stack, which I'm going to go into, I promise. It would go into the decks I want to use before the year ends. So it pulls out like that. It has this sturdy box, and it has a really cute little white book with full color pages. Even minor arcana have little color images, and just like a short introduction, but always depiction of what's going on the card, because the imagery is a little bit different. It comes up, oh, this was my card for today. It was Queen of Swords. And I'm sorry I didn't put any press-on nails on, but just this once, forgive me. So with this Queen of Swords, look how funky she looks. So these are the backs, and the color palette of this deck is so amazing. It feels very dreamlike, and it has a lot of amazing images. I showed a couple of them on Instagram, but this is the Magician. I show you a couple of those that I really, really like. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the June, the series June, with all these people kind of being in the desert. I don't know if you have those same connotations, but yeah, some of the cards are so cool. So let me see. Like Two of Pentacles seems very, very cool. Temperance, it's an interesting one. It has this surrealist, crazy, a little bit weird, out of like dream kind of imagery with a lot of strange characters. But I think it would be a great deck to read intuitively and to just like, go in and imagine stuff. Like, look at these lovers, pretty cool. All the strength feels very much kind of tough like. Look at this Seven of Swords. So cool. So this is by Pamela Love, and the art is by Chris Maniecki. I think he's Polish. The Hangman, so amazing. Hi, good morning. This is the Infinite Door Tarot. I just got it for my birthday. It's amazing. I love it. It has a lot of quirky decks, but like, bit of like Dali feel. It has some like, look at this couple of like the Emperor and the Empress. And like, hello, the Empress is, I think, like one of my favorite Empresses ever, with like all these mushrooms all over her. It's so cool. You're welcome. I love these Two of Swords too. So some of the images just take you into a little bit different angles of interpreting these cards. They're so incredible. And the sun is interesting. So this was a gift from my sister because I said, buy me this deck. I want this one. How is Three of Cups? Wow. Yeah, so some are like really quirky, like a cacti man as Four of Cups. Oh, hi Victoria. How are you? Good to see you here. Unplanned live, but yeah, I just received this funky deck, so I thought I share some of my birthday gifts, and this was my favorite deck. And actually, for now, the only deck that I got, but I got a lot of amazing stuff. And look at this one, and Nine of Pentacles. So cool. So a little bit different. There is a couple like the Hierophant is very kind of interesting. Oh, I love this Two of Wands. So different. It's like walking out of your head, or out of your dream, out of your vision, and actually knowing that like to manifest it, it will take some power and some, it will take an adventure. But I just love how they depicted this. How is the High Priestess? Like, wow. So cool. How are you, Victoria? Are you working or can you hang out for a while? Oh, I love this Five of Wands. So when are you going, like, when do you say in decks, I love Five of Wands? That's rarely happened, but like, how cool is this Five of Wands though? And it's like like the hand growing out of a snake, mouth of a snake, and there's like this urgency of doing something. I don't know, I just like it. And the color palette, amazing, like really, really, really cool. Even Three of Swords is beautiful, like so nice. Oh, I love this Seven of Cups too. Which one will you choose? Are you working, just waiting for a client? I thought so. It's not the best time for live, but I didn't want to edit. I just wanted to come on and say hello, share some stuff. I'm going to be doing this deck, 12 decks, this stack, 12 deck stack. It's pretty cool. This is the Judgment. Oh, and another card that I thought I never say I like, because I'm number 8. My life path is 8. But sometimes I can pick, depending on the system, I can either pick the Strength as 8. Yeah, nice surprise to see you too. I can either pick 8 Strength or 8 Justice. And usually I don't like how Justice card is depicted. I have a couple of decks where I love Justice, but I love this Justice. Look at her head. It's like swarm of bees or something, like a fire. It's a fierce Justice. It's not something just like, let's keep it balanced. I love her. She's so cool. So yeah, this deck is quite interesting. It's beautiful colors. Like, I really am enjoying it. Like, how cool is that for squeezing the juice out of grapes? 8 of Pentacles is pretty nice too. Oh, hi Rachel. Hi Rachel. Don't be sorry. You know how I did it. I need to be live on YouTube now. Whoever is around, come over. So I just showed the Infinite Door Tarot. If you don't know this deck, highly recommend to at least check it out. This is in the back of the box, and it says illumination, navigation, meditation, and divination, which is pretty cool description of the tarot in general, I thought. Really cool. Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's very cool. If you like kind of surrealist, bit like dreamlike, bit quirky, bit off the beaten path images, you should check it out. But the color palette, amazing, really amazing. So this was one of my birthday gifts, because I had this meeting with my friends. So I don't know if you guys were late or if you saw it, but this was the Mary figure that I got. She's like this high priestess figurine with the third eye, and she has a candle here, and like I like how she has her face hidden, and she has a little heart where the mouth is. So I always will take this as inspiration for magic, and also speaking, consciously. And we know that I can blurb shit out. So the 12 deck stack, this is by Angel, Feeding My Soul, 1212. And the first prompt, thank you for happy birthday. It's coming on 29th of November. I'm kind of pre-birthday partying, because I'm going to travel from 26 for a while. So yeah, I was like having a catch up for my birthday a bit earlier. So the decks I felt called to use immediately is the first kind of prompt, which, to be honest, I'm like, what the fuck? I feel called to use all the decks I buy or receive immediately. I am one of those people, unlike some of my friends or my husband, who can wait with parcels. And Victoria, if she's still here, she knows that I have trouble waiting with unpacking boxes, unpacking gifts. Like, I have to see what's in there. I want to play straight away. So for me, probably I want to use most of the decks that I got immediately. But recently, decks that like really I couldn't wait to grab them in my hands was the Color Vision Oracle, which still belongs to one of my favorite decks ever. And I'm so happy, like, I got this deck. I keep like working with it all the time. This is one of the decks that like doesn't leave my desk. And it also, if you have bought where is the full heading, a lot of them had Color Vision Oracle when I was picking a color for you for 2026. And you might have gotten a color from this deck. So definitely couldn't keep my hands off it. And the other one was this Tarot of Individuation, which I thought like was so unusual and so different. And this is by Arferos. She's on Instagram, and I think she is either already this second edition is available, or she is going to make it available very soon. So Tarot of Individuation, this one is also very dreamlike. So we can see what I'm kind of liking these days. I like to go into a little bit unusual places with tarot, and not necessarily so much like, I just like unusual images that take me into deep psychic spaces. Okay, so this is where I am right now. It's just, that's what it is, that's what I like, and I'm sure many of you will like it too. But if not, then you know, check my playlist of other tarot and oracle decks reviews. You will find a lot of decks there. Totem Tarot, another one that I'm like, I love this deck. It's such a cool deck. It helps me open spaces in my mind that were closed off for Tarot de Marseille. When I use Tarot de Marseille only, these places open. And this deck helps me open those places as well. And it's not the traditional Tarot de Marseille that I sometimes don't want to use because I miss some abstract or color or different imagery. Rachel's white deck is taking me places where my head works, like as if it was working with Tarot de Marseille, but it has all the other interesting options to use as well. Hi, everybody, whoever is joining in to this impromptu live. I'm doing the tag 12 decks tag. So these ones were the decks that I felt like called to use immediately. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit hot, so I'm going to drop one level. This is not going to be striptease live, but there we go. Okay, the other prompt was decks I never connected with, which I don't like this prompt, so I'm going to change it to decks I didn't connect with as much as I thought, okay? Decks I didn't connect with as much as I thought. There are two that really surprised me. I don't think you will guess, but one is the new version of the Rose, not new version, this is the dragons, the Rose Dragons, Rose Alchemy. You know how much I love the Rose Alchemy Oracle, which was amazing. This one is also amazing, but I just either didn't have time to connect to this energy or work of Sandy just yet, or I'm just so enchanted with my old Rose Oracle that this one just won't cut it. I don't know. I haven't connected with it, so I'm not sure yet. But one is for sure, the old Rose Alchemy Oracle I still keep using, and sometimes, when you get readings from me, if there's a healing needed or something, I will pull cards from this deck, etc. But this one I'm so familiar with. I think it's like my DNA it's in it right now. I love this deck. So I, gladly jumped on and bought the Rose Dragons from Sandy, which came in like this big box with a book, etc. But not yet, at least. I haven't connected with it as much as I thought I would straight away. And then another one, which I just thought about it hard because I still did connect with it, but not as much as the first, the Choir Magician deck. And this is the Mystagogus by Josephine McCarthy. And I think because I had the other deck of hers, and the other one is I had such a strong connection with, this Mystagogus deck kind of fell in like on the back burner. I'm not sure. And I like it, but I just, again, maybe not the right time. Maybe I still will come. I'm not getting rid of those decks. I like them and I think they potent and powerful. I thought I connect with them much more than I did. So these are the decks that I didn't connect with as much as I thought. So Angel didn't make this prompt. Decks I connected with more than I thought, because I thought, like, why not? Let's think of decks that I bought, and I thought, I'm not sure that I'm going to like them. And then I thought, like, wow, I really like them. So the first one was the Dark Wood Tarot that I got just recently, because for all this time I felt like I don't really care about this deck. So I got this miniest fucking version. It's so tiny. I'm getting 50, so my eyes are not as fresh as before. I still can see, but I might get at some point the bigger version of it. So Darkwood surprised me. I thought I'm going to kind of like it, but I actually think it reads really great. I love the color palette. I love everything about it. It's so cool. So yeah, this one surprised me and I connected with it much more than I thought I would. And then another one was, and I'm showing you all of the decks are mass published. This doesn't happen very often because you know how much I love indie decks. But recently, because mass published decks have become such well published, and there's so much of the indie creators that the publishers are picking up. You can get like really amazing decks now. So Messages from the Light meditation deck. This deck, I thought like I like the images when people were showing it online, and I knew that the booklet is kind of short, but I didn't realize how deep it is. And I have connected with this deck so much more than I thought. I love this deck. If you ever want an oracle deck for like, well, I want to say spiritual development, but just understand where I'm coming from, like a grounded, embodied one, not some fluffy thing that like your life will get amazing and better and never anything will happen to you. Like a proper spiritual development, okay? This deck is so, it goes down this path. I really love it. And it's such a soft deck. I used it so often with like clients, with myself, with like life circles. I highly recommend it if you like oracle decks and this type of oracle decks. So I connected with this deck, and the booklet is really, really good. So I connected with this deck much more than I thought I would. And I have another two, Selig Tarot. How long has this been on? And I kind of thought like, I like the watercolor style, but I don't know, do I need another deck, blah, blah, blah. At the end, my friend gifted it to me. Thank you, Eva, if you ever watched this. And I am like loving this deck. I didn't realize I would connect with this deck so much, and I so did. So if you have any of these decks that you've connected to so much more than you thought you would, this is a prompt added by Tarot Map to the 12 decks tag. And this was one of the decks that just took me by surprise and took me places, and I'm still using it. Especially, I love it with the Color Vision Oracle because, yeah, color is something that's just stormed into my life this year, and I think it's going to stay for a while, and I want to learn more about it. And then the last one is Seasons of the Witch, the Winter Tarot. And I know a lot of people had criticism about it around the word winter added to every card. But to be honest, I don't pay attention anymore. And I really enjoy playing with it. I think it's such an intuitive reader. It gives really cool readings. And again, can be used for clients. It's not too obsessively scary looking. It can be used for storytelling, really great for storytelling. And it's a sweet little deck. So I'm kind of looking forward to the spring edition. I'm curious what they come up with. And I hope it's going to be a lot of greens and a lot of just fun there, fun colors alive. So these are the decks that I connected with more than I thought I would. And now, guys, decks that I want to study. Do you guys have these decks that you've connected more than you thought you would? Share with me, because maybe I want to pick up something. Decks I want to study. Decks I want to study. I do want to study. First of all, I received another birthday gift from my friend Mel, which of course I fucking opened because I want to take it travels with me and I want to study it. So Tantric Dakini Oracle, another one that has been forever and ever, how long this deck has been on, and I never had it. And a lot of you, including Natalia, Hanilu, Mel, were like, you will like this deck, you will like this deck. So in the end, Mel got it for me for my birthday. Thank you very much. And Hetien has sent me this awesome tarot bag with her original artwork from Mary Magdalene deck. Love it so much. One of the most mysterious altars that I have ever gotten from Hetien. And so this deck, this altar came also with this bag, which I thought, how cool. It fits Tantric Dakini Oracle so well. So I'm sure most of you know this deck, so I do want to study it and learn a little bit more. I know that it's connected to tarot. I know that it's connected to Tree of Life, to a lot of interesting subject. That's something that I like. So yeah, most of you know it. And it's as well mass published, mass produced. So Tantric Dakini Oracle. Who's got it? Do you guys have it? Is it something you're using, something you're liking? So this is text that I want to study. So I would like to study this one. And I really want to go deeper into fairy tales and connect them with some tarot archetypes. So you love it, Rachel. Yeah. A lot of people have it. A lot of us like it. And I think, yeah, I haven't used it that much, but I used it a couple of times and it's quite deep. I know that the book is written in some kind of crazy language, so I sometimes go, whoa, okay, let me like retreat, rephrase it. But other than that, I think I'm going to, get into it a little bit from my own kind of understanding. But this Kate Forsyth's fairy tale oracle, I still use it and I still like it so much. And I want to study it from the perspective of the fairy tales and like maybe adding tarot archetypes to the fairy tales. I don't know if you guys ever done it, like dissect a fairy tale and like map it up with tarot. I think it's going to be fun. Yeah. Oh, you think this fairy tale deck? Yes, it's so true. Actually, I could probably add it to the decks that I thought I would. Yeah, I would. I found that I would like more than I thought I would, because the same. I thought like, oh, the artwork is lovely, but actually the booklet is so deep and it's such a cool deck. So I definitely would like to learn more about the fairy tales from this specific perspective that's interesting to me, kind of mix it up with tarot and play with it, and also like symbology and just archetypal energies, because tarot is an archetypal book. So this fairy tale, I want to study this one. I want to study the color, and I thought for color I also could add to my favorite Color Vision Oracle by Alison Taylor. So good. If you like color, guys, this is like the best. And the booklet that comes with it, and Alison makes sprays as well. She has these awesome color sprays and crystal sprays. So I have only two, but she has like the whole sets. If I lived in the US, I would just like support this, like the bits out of this girl. Her work is so cool. So check her out. Rachel, you do need to get this is not like sponsored. I've already I did this. It was gifted to me by Alison, but I already did a review of it. I don't feel like the need to like talk about it all the time to like pay her off or something. Like I really honestly fucking love this deck to bits. So and her work, her sprays, I really needed orange, and they kind of like really beautiful. They smell good. She adds like head vibration to it, color, like lighting, etc. So highly recommend her work if anybody's into color. But on top of this, I wanted to use my trusted Aura Soma that I use often, especially when I do life purpose readings, astrology sessions. You will also get the Aura Soma vibration, like frequency of your day. So if you never had an astrology reading, get one, or check your own stuff from this, because I think I've done it for many years now with my astrology sessions. Sometimes I forget, but like if I do it, they often, and most often, or if not always, back up the astrology so much, like the main lessons, when you like compile like what's going on in your chart, not just list oh, the sun is this and the moon is this. No, when you an astrologer actually, and you can read who talks to whom and how they talk, etc. Aura Soma system often backs up your life lessons, your shadows, your blockages. It's really interesting how it plays with astrology, but it also of course plays with color. So I want to use this. I have a couple of different books from that, and work and learn more about psychology of color and how color influences us. Oh, you're going to New York City. Your list is getting longer. Yeah, if in New York City, right? There's a big choice there. And then another one, this is also connected to the Aura Soma Tarot, is this Farben der Engel. And this one is, I would study this as well, but it's connected mostly to color. And the booklet comes in German. I'm not sure if they did it now in English. I speak German, so I can still read it, but I don't really like care much about the book or too much, because I mostly want to go intuitively and see what my mind keeps picking up or seeing in those very abstract blurbs of color. And I think it's quite amazing what comes up out of your psyche when you allow yourself to play with intuition like that. So this was mass produced. I got it at some point years ago. No, like I think even on Amazon or somewhere. I can't even remember, to be honest, where I got it. But it was definitely, I'm not sure what's up with this deck anymore, because it was years ago. And you can see how my aura soma looks, because it's been used a lot. So that was years ago. And then another one just that I want to study to finish it off. So fairy tales, color, and never ending love affair with essential oils. So if there will be any other deck that speaks only about essential oils, I will be probably getting it. I might make my own at some point, but I love this one for its simplicity, and it's actually a really smart deck, and you can learn from the booklet as well. It doesn't just give you like a spiritual perspective or something. It gives you a lot of this like physical like properties of the oils as well. So this is kind of my focus right now, what I would study. And then the last prompt is decks I want to use before the year is over. So I'm back to the Infinite Door. I know that a lot of you weren't here when I showed it, so I just like show the color palette. How cool is this? Such a cool deck, very Dali-esque. But yeah, it just has amazing. I will do a review of it at some point, but for now, I just want to enjoy it. It was part of my birthday gift from my sister. And then I want to use before the end of the year. Again, when I do where is the full heading in 2026 this year, I think for all of the readings. So if you got one, you can confirm. But for all of the readings, I was using the Heart Path Oracle cards because they're fucking amazing. And I don't know if this deck, I think it's maybe out of print, this deck, because it's quite old. I think it came out around, what's the booklet says, 2018. So I'm not sure. It's independent, this one. And the description in the book are so cool. And again, this synchronicity when you get this for the readings, and you kind of combine it with the full, whereas what is the full leaving, whereas the full going forward, it's always gives me such cool additional information or big confirmation or just like additional layer. And it's shamanic, and it has also power animals that come up, and the book is really quite extensive. And I got it from my dear friend Kasia in the US when I went to visit America this year. And I love it and treasure it. And it's so cool. Oh, this card came up for somebody when we were for the full reading. And I think this card came up for someone. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So this deck is going to be definitely still used to the end of the year, because the full reading is still available, and I will be using this one. And then for the Crohn's Compass, this deck returned to this could be used in the prompt decks I felt called to use immediately. As soon as I saw this one online, oh, Krishna Priya, hi, look what I showed. This was a gift from you, darling. Do you remember this? I don't remember what year it was, but it was so long ago, right? It was like, I don't know, 2015, 14, I don't know, probably more than 10 years. So look, it's well used, but I so love it. So thank you so much. I still treasure that it came from you. And this is the Living Altar Oracle, which I thought, like, when I saw it online, I thought, oh my gosh, this is like, what is this? This is amazing. I love this idea. I love the red gilding. I love the UV spots. I love the artwork. I love the idea how they did this shamanic kind of red thread. Around 10 years. Yeah, so cool. How cool that you came up. I rarely show it now, but like it just showed up. So that's cool. So this deck, when we did the Crown Compass, which is like a group I do about the perimenopause and menopause, I kind of went on into this deck and I looked at this life path cards that they had with phases of life and divine intervention and all the kind of, this is like a map of life, and the imagery is so good. And when we did it in the Crohn's Compass group, everything just felt like it fell into place, where the like Maga Crohn, where we fit into this thing, and it was just so beautiful. And this deck was like an immediate attraction. I love decks that are earthy, shamanic, they kind of, messy, but they have great deep idea behind it, and they have intention, and they have like integrity and sovereignty. And this one was so cool. I just loved what they did with the red thread, going with it everywhere. And yeah, the young adult. So these are the phases. And I just rediscovered this deck anew. I always loved it, but sometimes, I have so many decks, I kind of forget about them. And yeah, this deck went through a rebirth and emergence. It came out. So it was so amazing. I love this deck. So this one is beautiful. I'm not sure if it's still available or not, but yeah, it's kind of I don't even know, came through a rebirth, and it's perfect. And sometimes for the full readings, or recently when I had this birthday party, and with my friends, and this is a Polish deck. It's like a power animal deck. It has a lot of Slavic animals, but it is going to come out. This is in Polish version. The cards come with like these cards with the writing, so they perfect for like a circle or a group work, because everybody can get their own card. It's no book that you have to share, etc. And we've done it right now on my birthday. We have this sharing, and they were like prompted a lot of my friends and myself to like discussing what's happening for us and how this fits into our lives. So I highly recommend doing something like this when you have like your own gatherings. And also, like if you are perimenopausal and menopausal, then please tune into the Crohn's Compass. I'm opening till 25th of December. There is a special early bird prize for forming a new group for perimenopausal and menopausal, postmenopausal women. In this first group, we had 2 postmenopausal women and 4 perimenopausal. So there's all these different angles of how we go through perimenopause, how we empower ourselves. And I really think this yeah, I think it's like really, really exciting and important and valid way for us women to talk about it. So if you're interested, check it out. I'm going to link it in the description box. Do I have anything else? Maybe 2 more decks that I like pulled out recently, because I'm again in this, I'm turning 50, perimenopause, menopause, like a lot of feminine decks and feminine work is coming out for me. So this one, such a great deck. The collage is so good. And again, this is a deck that Natalia always takes a piece about, because I to remember, who knows, I edged it blue. There's such a, I even painted each moon on the cards blue, so it goes with the blue on the edges. But yeah, I still think this collage is pretty cool, and I really like this deck. It's so approachable, really great, a great color, easy to use, cheap. Anybody can get it. So this is like cool deck. I really like it. So I pulled this one out for it was on the shelf for a while. And this one, who's got this one? Intuitive Night Goddess Tarot. Also mass produced. Look at that. So many mass produced decks. This is by Lindsay Silverman and Eye of Astro. Probably was like a designer or something. But this deck is like again, maybe one that surprised me how much I would connect with it. It's such a cool deck. And if you actually tune into it, it gives such nice readings. And I actually really enjoyed the book. It's quite deep. It gets a little bit different perspective on the cards and has not, doesn't just reverberate like Rider Waite Smith descriptions. It's pretty cool. Takes a little bit different angle in addition to the art. So it's kind of in correlation with the art, maybe like this. It's very, very cool. So I like it. And it came up, and whenever I pull it out, I'm like, wow, the artwork is so pretty. I really like it. It's just something cool about it. And it's a sweet deck. And I like the use of this kind of light. That, like, the elements are kind of like lit up, they stand up. And there's this beautiful kind of shimmer. And for a mass produced deck, it's like really, really beautiful. So I'm very excited about still using this one to the end of the year. I just looked at the Dream, what is it? The Dream Vision 3 and Dream of Nile by Emma someone. I can't remember her surname, but if you guys have these decks and you don't want them, please reach out to me. Maybe you want to swap for a reading or swap for a deck, or maybe I can purchase the second hand, or I don't know. I'm just looking for them since today. So if anybody has them, Dream Vision 3 and Dream of Nile. I know that she has come up with a new Kickstarter. I think in January, the Dream of Nile will go on. Will go on Kickstarter again. And I don't know if you guys know what decks I'm talking about, but they like quite amazing. I don't like, sometimes I just get like really drawn into this. Oh, Dream Vision, Emma Zhang is her name. I'm talking about all these kind of like these decks. Do you know them? Like, I love what she did with the miners in this Dream Vision 3, and the Dream of Nile is just so beautiful. So yeah, because she did like the color green is for pentacles, the blue is for cups, etc. It's like very, very cool. So if anybody has those decks and doesn't care about them, or maybe wants to sell or wants to swap for something, reach out to me. Vermilion collection. What is this? I found them in Barcelona, somewhere in Europe. Not Dream of Nile, but just the Dream Vision 3. But I thought I'm going to like reach out. Maybe somebody has a copy that just sits there and doesn't want it. So yes, Krishna Priya, it is on Etsy, but delivery from the US plus fees makes it like annoying to me, and I can't ask them to lower the price when I purchase from a shop. So for me it would be like ideal if somebody wanted to swap for a reading or something, or send me the parcel as a gift, even if I paid for it but didn't put like, full amount of like the price on the tag, just because it's just becoming really, really expensive to get something from outside of European Union. So I found it in European Union. If I don't find it from anybody who doesn't want to, swap, because sometimes we have these decks that just lie there and you're like, why not? So maybe if somebody has them and wants to swap, I will go this route first, and if not, I'm going to just buy them, or maybe back the Kickstarter and just pay all the fees. Fuck it. But I would prefer not to, if possible. But yeah, sometimes you just get so. Thank you, thank you. I just, like, I saw them before, and I remember they always caught my eye, but not enough to like go for it. But I sometimes get this starry, like these visions that like they similar to what Emma is kind of painting. And I thought, ooh, maybe there is something for me in those decks, that I want to check them out. At least if I don't connect with them as much as I thought I would, I pass them on. So yeah, that was the 12 deck stack. If you guys have a YouTube channel, maybe you want to do it. Angel started it. I think I saw it on Tarot Magpie as well. I think it's quite cool, way to like think of your decks. And I'm going to say goodbye. It was lovely to catch up with some of you. Krishna Priya, it was lovely to see you. Victoria is probably working now. Rachel, thank you. And I speak to you soon. And again, before I go, where is the full heading in 2026 with your personal astrology cycles? It's on my website. So take a look and have a good end of the year. But I'm going to see you soon. Bye. And thank you, Rachel. I'm going to have a great birthday. I'm going to eat papaya salad and just enjoy Thailand. Woo-hoo. Bye. Where do I finish? Here.